Hi guys, Cawthon here. I'm known as Barry. You may have heard, well, a few of you may know about me, but that doesn't matter. I just wanted to share a message. I felt I needed to do it yesterday. It's like one of those intuitive, heartfelt things. Not all intuition's heartfelt, but it's an NF thing, basically. I just wanted to be honest. I wanted to share this and to give you guys something to think about for yourselves and something that may help. Because if you don't say something, it's unknown. There could be something happening with somebody and they don't know what's wrong and they don't know how to fix it, and if you know how to help them, you know I'm kind of going off topic, but this is another important note as well. A lot of people in the world see that somebody's talented and then they make fun of them because they're jealous. It's ridiculous, And good people, genuine people, will see that person has a gift or has a talent, they're being mocked and they don't believe in themselves, and all it takes is one person, perhaps you, to say to them, I believe in you, you have a gift. And then the rest of them go, and they feel ashamed because they were jealous and they saw that this person had a gift but they didn't want to say anything. So do that more, guys. It's really good, and the world needs to be woken up more. There's a lot of people who are out there suffering and don't know who they are, and just by pointing them in the right direction and believing in them is enough to get the ball rolling, and it just makes the world a lot better. Now connected to that, which is good, it flows quite well, I wanted to talk about understanding who you are. And this is the whole thing about INFJ, and I'm sure other types are watching this as well. The most important thing in the world, you guys probably know this, it's a cliche in its own right, but it's also true, is to be yourself, is to know who you are. It's the whole reason why people get into personality tests. I mean, it's the whole reason why I did, because I didn't know who I was. I will say this to you directly. I'll also look at the camera to make it a bit more real. Give yourself the authority to be yourself. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't do this. Like, look at this, for example. People who like Justin Bieber. Like, he can do what he wants. I'm not going to say anything about Justin. But, they become believers. They dress like Justin and they pretend to be Justin. But that's not who you are. Stop pretending to be something you're not. Like, society tells us, oh, you have to be like this, you have to dress like this, you have to act like this, you have to be a sheep, be robotic and be a sheep, all that kind of crap. And it's like, you have to become a number, you have to become the same as everyone else. And it's like, it's ridiculous. And the most important thing, and again, society teaches against it, is to be yourself, because no one else can be you, and that's the beauty of it. But so many people give up their own authority to be something that they're not. I've spoken to many INFJs who hang out with the wrong crowd because it's cool, it's bad to do this. It's immature, grow up, And I'm not telling you to grow up. I'm just saying, that's a suggestion. You don't have to listen to me. I don't control you. But I'm giving a suggestion, because I was there. I used to do that. I used to, and the thing about INFJs as well, specifically, perhaps it's an intuitive or an NF thing, is that you don't give yourself the permission to give to yourself. INFJs specifically don't give themselves boundaries. That you don't give yourselves boundaries, guys, and you can give yourself away to so many people who are not, who don't really deserve it, but that's the beauty of a kind heart. That's biblical also, having a pure heart, that you don't give to yourself. And INFJ specifically don't give themselves, I do this as well, the authority to give back to yourself, to be yourself. You can give yourself away emotionally, physically, mentally, or whatever, and you're spent, you're tired, you're exhausted, because you've given all your power away. The second you give your power away to somebody else, this is spiritual as well, this goes into negative spiritual stuff, I won't say it too much. The second you give yourself away, you can be controlled, unconsciously or whatever, And I see so many INFJs in the wrong crowd with the wrong people. Those people don't really care too much about them, but they would rather be with the wrong people than with no one. The reason you don't want to be on your own is because you don't want to be with yourself, because you don't give back to yourself. You have nothing to give back to. So you have to sit. What I suggest is to give back to yourself. Give yourself the authority to be yourself and to love yourself, you know? And no one else can do that for you. I mean, it's got nothing to do with your parents, it's got nothing to do with your upbringing, it's got nothing to do with your lifestyle, because you can have all the love and you can also have none of it, but at the end of the day, you decide whether to give it to yourself or not. It comes down to that choice. Do you want to give yourself the authority to be yourself? Because no one else can give you that authority. The second you want to be someone else, or you want to be submissive and a slave to somebody else, you've lost who you are. You've given your power away. And you thought it was selfish to give you to yourself. Here's a slap in the face to wake you up. No one else can be you. That's the beauty of being yourself. You know? It's not selfish to be yourself, is it? Because the only person you can be is you. So you're allowed to be selfish to yourself because no one else is you to be that person. Have you ever thought about it that way? The second I gave myself permission to be myself, I got everything. Because I always was me. I stopped pretending to be anything, you know? And unconsciously we do this, you know? We try to prove ourselves to people. I don't want to get too religious, but I spoke to a bishop. I met him out and about. And he's 40 years old. And he said to me, it's so beautiful that you have this awareness, because most people don't find it out till they're 40. And that's usually when they ask themselves for the first time, who am I? But with Myers-Briggs, with personality, with self-awareness, he said, you found that so early, and that's such a blessing because you can help others. And also, you're free, whereas I'm still understanding it. And he said to me one thing, and I'll say this to you, and it's the thing I want you to remember for the rest of your life. Again, you're allowed to not listen to me, I'm not controlling you, that's what love is, it doesn't control. This is a suggestion. Give yourself the authority to be yourself. And also, don't live your life having to prove yourself to others. Because at the end of the day, the wrong ones will go and the right ones will stay. And that's something I've had from experience. Age doesn't grow you, because I've met a lot of very childish adults and very mature children. It's got nothing to do with age, maturity. It's to do with experience. I've had many painful experiences to know what's real. Don't become a slave to people. Give to people, but give yourself a boundary. Give to yourself, and also the most important thing, which the bishop said, 40-year-old bishop, waking up for the first time. Don't spend your entire life trying to prove yourself to others. Do what you want to do what you enjoy, do what you love, be yourself. You know? And that's not an order, it's a suggestion. Think about it, guys, you know? Because just that change of mentality can change your entire life. And something to consider. And perhaps write this down, because, you know, we sometimes forget things. And I hope it helps, and I wanted to share. And yeah, thanks for listening, and bless you.